Okay, peace family, what's good? You already know what it is, man. Hey, you tuning in to another edition over here at the Make It Make Sense Network, where we always making this shit motherfucking make sense. Now, a little earlier today, Ty News spoke with the sister whose daughter, you know what I'm saying, got the message from 50 Nature Boy. I just want to go over a few other things, you know what I'm saying, in reference to her, that situation with her daughter, all that old crazy stuff, and more. Because there's some shit that I didn't know about this shit right here. I don't know if it was even answered in the interview because I caught the interview kind of late. And for anybody that caught the interview, for anybody that was tuning in, when Ty News spoke to the sister, True_Essence, when she spoke with her, you know, man, look here. I caught like the last, I think 36 minutes. First I said 20, it was the last 36 minutes. The last 36 minutes of the live stream. Yeah, and she was talking about, you know what I'm saying, her daughter and, how 50 Nature Boy had pretty much got at her daughter. Right. You know how much he talk about, his daughter, or, at one time how he made, so much, fuss and shit about his daughter or whatnot. Now, this actually is somebody's daughter who's, at the time wasn't even, at the age of being considered a woman. This was a teen. This is a child. Definitely not, someone who Nature Boy should have been messaging. So when we look at this rogue behavior, this cult leader drafting behavior, you got to ask yourself now how many other women are being messaged, how many other, parents of children who's been involved in this stuff with Nature Boy messaging their children. That's a lot of people that can say, uh, I was going to carbonation, I thought about it, and a whole bunch of other shit, right? But, when your child is involved, that's something totally different. Because some of the parents of carbonation, up until now, they ain't said too much about, their children's affiliation. People even ask me, like, have you talked to their mom? Have you talked to their dad? At times when I made attempts to reach out to these parents at times, they ain't want to talk. Just like Air Fruit Mom. She ain't want to talk. No. She didn't want to talk. I spoke with her aunties, two of her aunties. I've never spoken with her mother, before. Her grandmother has, good intentions. She's an older woman. She don't know too much about the internet or whatever. Yeah, she don't know too much about the internet and shit. So I spoke with her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an attempt to be able to arrange a live stream, to build with the sister. I'm gonna also, make sure that I stream, what I'm saying, the live stream with Ty News from that 36 minutes that I caught. I'm gonna make sure I run that too for people that missed it because it was early. This was early. It caught me off guard, and like I say, anytime that, you got somebody, that's dealing with anything connected to carbonation, to Make It Make Sense Network, definitely will reach out. But when people reach out to us, we definitely want to know. So I might even open my platform for people to call in and then ask questions as well, because this is definitely something that need to be known, not something that's just a video posted on somebody's page or, through a premiere or something like that. No, the message within itself needs to be spread. And the reason why I say that, because you got some people that only post certain stuff. You see, like if things are trending, then they'll start posting shit, Like for an example, you can look at certain people pages and one day they'll be talking about this shit, then the next day they talking about this, but then you'll see like all these different squares on Bigo and they're all talking about the same thing. They all talking about the same thing. So since this has been spoken on before, it was even spoken on today, we're going to continue to speak on it. Yeah, we're going to continue to speak on it because somebody might have missed it. Everybody ain't on YouTube. Look, everybody ain't on Bigo. Everybody's not on Instagram. A lot of people are still just, using Facebook. A lot of people, they have to download these apps and get on here. Yeah, so somebody might have missed it. We got to make sure we put the message out. And whoever that sent them shields, I didn't get to see, but I do appreciate the love. You know how I get when I be talking to Karen on. Yeah, hey, look here, I appreciate the love in abundance. Yeah, in abundance. But yo, we got some rogue ass behavior going on. Yeah, we got some real whole live rogue behavior going on. What the hell is this? They adding shit to Bigo now. Wait a minute, hold on for a second. Oh, okay. I'm over talking about earn money. Yeah, they send like a message type of shit or whatever. I'm not a host. Yeah, I'm not a host. I do appreciate the gifts, but I'm not a host. What's up? Who is that? Valadia. What's up, Valadia? Review. What up, Review? Review, you coming up, Review? I ain't seen you yet. I'll be seeing you on my channel over on YT. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to go ahead and then, you know what I'm saying? You want to open it up? What's going on? Who is some She Is EV? What's up, She Is EV? You want to open it up? Okay, word. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Good luck with the hearts. Good luck with everybody that's sending the shit and that's sharing the live stream. As always, that's recommended and it's appreciated when you do share the live stream, okay? Good luck, Pop-Up Pass. Strawberry, what up, what up, what up? Good luck. Okay, Vladia, I appreciate the hearts. Keep throwing them hearts up in the building. True Essence up in the building. What up, True Essence? Y'all make sure y'all share the live stream. If you ain't shared the live stream already, I'm talking about if you ain't shared the live stream already, I ain't even shared the motherfucking live stream. It's a damn shame. Hold on. Make sure I share the shit. That's crazy, man. It happens, though. I just done got so used to, you know how Clubfoot be telling people to get them to a box. All I be saying is share the live stream. See, I came over here for the awareness. This is what this was about. He already done been exposed. Yeah, but the awareness is different. See, hey, look, I came over here to be able to, broaden the awareness over this bitch. You feel me? Yeah. Facts. Yeah, Essence, you up in the building. If you want to come up, I'm going to see on whether or not if I can get Ty News over here, too. Either that or I'm going to be playing some of that live stream as well, audio, just for people that missed it, for people that wasn't tuning in, all right? Facts. Black Rose Queen, what up, what up? Everybody that's coming up in the building, you probably heard about it before. You probably seen it on somebody else's channel or whatever. About Nature Boy, DMing a minor. That's what this basically is, him DMing a minor, trying to recruit a minor. So we got cult leaders. Making the attempt to recruit minors now. That's how serious that it is. You see how easily accessible things are and people are by way of the internet? Just imagine if somebody's sitting back and then plotting on your child. Somebody trying to connect with your child, excuse me, through their favorite social media app or just an app that they using, something that they do in their spare time, after homework and all of that. Right, somebody sending them messages and trying to talk to them. Right. Shit is real, y'all. Oh, okay, word. Peace, what's good? Hello?
All I gotta say, I think people should leave me the fuck alone. Let me fucking troll. I've been trolling for a long time. Leave me the fuck alone. No, I'm playing. But how you doing? How you doing, brother?
I can barely hear you.
I said, how you doing?
I'm great. What's going on?
Nothing. I want to touch on the situation on when you was talking about how what I mean, children can be involved in everything like that. And
Mm-hmm.
I can honestly say since the last 5 years that I've been dealing with the nut, what I'm saying, and watching him, what I'm saying, on my time off when I got a free time and not watching him, but watching him on your channel. You know what I mean? Um, I will my daughter would kind of like to weigh in because she just turned 18 and she's been listening to me, listen to him, and weighing in the other room on the situations for a minute, and she would like to give her opinion on how she feel about the cult leader, on her being a 18-year-old.
Okay. Bet.
If that's but she's 18, she's legal.
It's legal?
So, yeah, she's 18.
Okay. Bet. Hold on, make sure I turn the damn AC off right quick. Yeah, tell her come on up. I mean, if she in the building, yeah, most definitely speak on it. Speak on it. It's
Yeah.
opened up now. Yeah, look, it's opened up. Yeah. Is
It's,
she there with you?
let them know how you feel about me. Like you said. listening to him, or just him. How you feel about the cult leader alone? Like how you was telling me how you feel about Nature Boy.
What I feel like. Hello?
Hey,
No,
Peace, what's going on?
it's on audio, so you can tell him how you feel about him without you being an 18-year-old and you been hearing it for. He don't care.
Well, me
Excuse me.
being 18, I kind of feel like there's a lot of young girls that's like me, that surface the internet, what he put out and stuff.
That's what you was telling me. Yeah, tell him that.
Whatever he put out on the internet, there's some girls that don't have, uh support for them, so they're gonna go off what sounds the best or what sounds good, without that much experience. A lot of things that people gotta learn, and I feel like it's just crazy how they'll go to learn from him, especially as him being a man.
Can I ask how you came across this guy, the cult leader, Nature Boy?
How did I come across?
Yes.
I come from my mom. I don't watch him. I don't support nothing he does. Listen to my mom.
And the reason I asked, because quite ironically, earlier today, Ty News, another channel holder, she interviewed this lady above you, True Essence, because her daughter, was contacted by the cult leader. He sent her a message, so right. So it's rather ironic that, your mom's allowing for you to speak on this. So can I ask, before that, True Essence speak, like, how do you feel when you see other women that are dealing with the cult leader or attracted to the cult leader?
I kind of make it feel like it's like downgraded because as person as I am, I don't see myself getting taken advantage of or manipulated or anything like that. I don't see myself that being done to. So when I see it as when they do it, it's just I don't know. I I don't know.
Mhm. True Essence, you hear this?
Yeah, I hear it. Hey world, how you doing?
Peace. You on with Shay Keys and her daughter that's tuning in?
Yeah, she's right. I mean, it's some parents that don't. Well, there's some kids that don't have the right support that they might need and might will fall vulnerable and victim to his charms and whatever manipulations he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So she's absolutely right. But thank God, my daughter did, but some other daughters may not.
Mm, wow. And like I say, like this is becoming like a repeated pattern. This is like an ongoing pattern right now with this dude, and it's crazy how he's using, other members as well to lure even younger, adults up in the building.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Didn't he get Solar to lure Zoka over there?
Right. That was the whole thing. Like I don't, that was
Exactly.
crazy. And it's like he used Solar because of his age, and he knew about, Zoka, only by him bringing her to his attention. Now she's supposed to have been initially coming over there for Solar, but then he's flipped
Mm-hmm.
and bounced. Yeah, he flipped and bounced.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Same.
And my daughter
Exactly.
is well aware of everything that's going on, because every time something just terrible happened, I'd be like, "Do you see this?" You know what I'm saying? So I I let her see what's going on when it comes down to World News Channel. You know what I mean? So she
Exactly.
knows who everybody is. She knows who
Mm-hmm.
everybody is that you're talking about right now.
Yeah, and I think that should be done. I mean,
And
because I
that's
got bashed
spreading
for
awareness.
people saying, oh, why was you letting him watch her? Watch him, and he speaks like this, and he speaks like that. But
No,
at the same
we watch
time,
World. I let her watch World. You know how he
no,
break down.
I'm just yeah,
That's
but I'm just saying like Nature Boy, in general, like because I got that backlash when I start speaking out at first. You know what I'm saying? People criticizing my parenting skills, but I would rather for my daughter to see it and believe it and me not just tell her and it go through one and out the other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you like the Bible said, you train a child
She
the
got her
knowledge. So when they
own
get older,
and
they will know.
like,
And
Mom,
that's what I did.
stop watching that stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's days that she tells me that.
Hold
You
on,
know
wait
what
a
I'm
minute. You
saying?
cut up. Wait a minute, hold on for a second, Shay. I think you might got a lag because she was still speaking. What was you saying?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because like I was saying, people gave me backlash for letting her watch it, but I didn't watch it. I didn't give her the okay to watch it just to be
Mm.
watching it.
Mm.
I gave her as a teaching moment, because you know, like they said, seeing is believing. I might have would have told her about him, and she might have let it go through one ear and out the other, and didn't, you know, really believe me or whatever. But as she saw it, she, you know, was in shock of what could really happen to a young girl. You know what I'm saying? Just happened to inbox her or DM her that day. She knew exactly what to do, and she already had the knowledge to don't open it, screenshot the message,
Mm.
block him, and let me know.
Wow.
So let me
And that's exactly what she did.
ask you, Shay. So with this situation with Nature Boy messaging True S's daughter, how do you think that even was? You know, how you think that even came about with him? How he get to the point to even pinpoint her to message her? In your opinion?
I think that her daughter might have been active on social media. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was her channel, and he was able to get to her daughter through social media.
Mm.
How active her daughter was. How old is her daughter again?
Mm.
Well,
Now
my daughter was 16. My daughter was
16.
16 at the time when he messaged her. But my daughter is she sometimes she'd be on the fan page.
Right,
Sometimes
right.
being the
That's what I'm
recommended
saying.
it, you know, the
It's social
recommended
media.
it, you know, people to follow. And I think that, you know, that's the way he, you know,
Mm.
call himself, taking among himself to, you know, message her.
Exactly. Yeah,
Because
that's how
she
it went
never
down. With me,
exactly, like, you know, when he does his lives, he'll click on people profiles when they comment and be like, oh, you're beautiful. You know, when he does that, it's because he's looking at their profile.
right. I won't
And you
visit
know,
my daughter's Instagram, but my daughter does not have a Facebook page because I never allowed her to even be on social media like that. And with me, I do have a Instagram, but my Instagram I'm only following like 4 people, and that was the code leader and 2 people in his group and World News. That's it.
mhm,
That's the only reason why I made it. The only
yeah.
reason why I made a Cash App the first time was to donate to World News. You know what I'm saying? Period. Point blank. That's
So
the reason
I
why I
think you're,
have a Cash.
Shay,
You know
can
I
you
what I'm
think you're
saying?
frozen,
So
bro. I think you're
and he
frozen.
taught me a lot of shit that I don't know when it came
sound
down to the
froze?
Yeah, you
internet.
froze up, bro.
No,
But
I was just doing something. No, I ain't froze.
all respect, all
Oh, okay, it looks
dedication,
frozen on
and
mine, but I can hear you. But it looks like you frozen on mine.
my daughter got her own reasons, and there's like I said, there's days that she'd be like, "Stop listening to that." You know what I mean? You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And there's times I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
"No,
mean,
you need
yeah,
to
I
know.
take
I need
breaks.
to know."
I
And
don't. Yeah, you have to take breaks. You have to, regroup and recharge because he's very, draining. You know what I'm saying? And his demonic spirit can be contagious. You know, I know about all that, and I understand about all that. But the thing is, for me, it was just to teach my daughter. You know, it's a million nature boys out there. You know, I
right,
don't want
right,
her to
right.
be unaware of maybe a nature boy she might meet at her job or wherever, you know what I'm saying. I just
Mm-hmm.
rather for her to be aware at a young age than unaware at an old age and
Right.
get caught up and fall prey to some BS, like what he's doing. And that's my whole point.
Well, I got I think Ty News is still up in the building. If she up here, I'm gonna bring her up here momentarily. You know what I mean?
Okay. No
But for
problem.
for people that's tuning in right now, from the perspective of both parents, what would y'all say, to prevent other parents from undergoing what you both may have experienced dealing, just with the cult leader and the cult leader alone?
Me myself, I would just like I said, to teach your kids early, you know, whether if it's 14, 13, 12, 19,
Mm-hmm.
whatever age, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just imagine if I didn't make her aware of this and he, you know, DM her and she start corresponding with him and, telling where we be at right now. But, like I said, I would want for parents to just give their kids a heads up on not just him, but people like him and the predators that's online.
Mm. That's what's up. That's what's up. And it's crazy because it's like people haven't been wanting to speak. That's why on my live stream on IG, I was saying that, even the parents, of the, members of Carbonation, at times they were hesitant with reaching out to people.
And that's fishy for me. That's fishy if you ask me. Because if that was my kid over there, I'd be
Mm,
speaking every day.
mm.
I mean, she only got a DM from him, and I'm speaking up every day. You know, let alone if my daughter was over there. So I don't
Mm.
understand that at all.
What I can say is, like, when it comes to channels like world news shows on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Let's just watch stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you need to cut every now and then because we all is an adult channel. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Say something true, Essence.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I'm gonna bring you back up. If you can't clear the apps off your phone, for some reason I'm getting like a real choppy breakup right now. Am I breaking up? Do it sound like I'm breaking up right now? It's still choppy. I'm still choppy. I'm still choppy. Right. So drop them hearts in the room. True Essence, Shay, I'm gonna bring y'all up to close out, but keep dropping them hearts in the room. And whenever that you come up in the queue, once that you join, make sure that your phone volume is turned down. Say I'm good. Excuse me. I'm good. Let me see. I ain't even check. I don't even know. Yeah. No, I sound good on my end. Everything crispy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to get Shay up in here too. Now you crystal clear. That's what happens when
Okay.
you're on, and if that sound you ever hear it, just drop. You know what I'm saying? Just drop down. Turn your volume. Just like right now. Click your volume like one time.
Okay. I
There you
did.
go. There you go.
Good now?
Yeah, it's just feedback.
Okay. Yeah, because it's quiet in my house. I got everything off, so.
Yeah, it's just feedback. That's all that it is. That's the
Is
app.
mine okay?
Yeah, you cool. You cool.
Okay. What I would like to say for the parents with 18-year-olds and 21-year-olds, like look after your children. Let them watch channels like World News when it comes down to co-leaders. You know, so they know how to identify these certain type of group of men that's out here in the world.
Exactly.
Demonic man. Um, do what you got to do as a parent. Make sure you're looking over your child because you don't ever know what's gonna come. We got 24 hours in a day. Anything can happen within an hour or a second.
Mm. Shay,
Be
they
safe.
saying I think it's your phone right now. If you can lower your phone volume like twice, just click it twice.
You got it.
Now say something.
Is it okay?
Say something.
Is it okay now?
Nah, it still sound like you breaking up. Like something's going on with your app.
Maybe I need to.
You can drop and return. Cause I'm gonna be back tonight too. I have Ty with me tonight.
Is it good now?
Yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay, it's perfect now.
Hmm.
Look over your children. That's what I can say. You know, there's predators out here right now.
Look over
That's the
your
number
children.
one thing. And if don't nobody look at Nature Boy as a predator, you crazy as fuck. He said, "I love them young." It is what it is.
Yeah.
As grown as women, we know what that means. Let's not be stupid and let's come together.
Exactly.
That's the whole
Yeah.
Uh,
fact.
Because us as women, us as parents, us as fathers, I mean, we really need to stick together
Yes,
because of all of
yes.
this, trying to discredit people and trying to criticize and judge when it's a way bigger picture going on right now.
Then you
You
look
know what
at
I'm
world and
saying?
you say he been through this, he been through that. Yes, but everybody can change. Everybody, you give everybody a second chance, right? Everybody can change, and he done that.
Exactly. And
And
I don't
listen,
judge.
he's
I give
bringing
people respect.
awareness now, and he's helping us out as women.
Exactly. And
Like,
even
how
talking
can
about it.
you
Yeah,
that?
I don't judge the person. I commend the effort and the message that
Yes,
they're trying to
yes,
put out.
that
I
part.
mean, just like people's like, oh, why you go on this channel? Why I go on that channel? Oh, because, I'm just trying to put the message out there. That's my whole
My
goal.
daughter's
It's not
18, and she knows that this motherfucker, Nature Boy, is a sick man. She
yeah,
knows that at 18 years old.
that's good. Well, I schooled my daughter at 14. So, the soon as they are of age that you feel like they can handle, this kind of information, I would tell it to them because it's better to be safe than sorry. It's always better to be safe than sorry.
Right. You're right about that. And I think she did have something to say. She told me before World News closed out. Deshayla.
I appreciate you coming up too, True Essence.
He said he about to close out now.
I'm
I
gonna
think
open
I
up
think
a
he about to
panel
close
later.
Okay, you better not let nobody bash me either because I'm going to be mad.
out.
That's
No, you
okay.
okay.
I done already got bad for 2 days. I'm like, what the hell? I thought I was doing a good thing.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna bash you. We don't move like that over here. It's all about the awareness. But you gotta understand too though. People are and can be opinionated as they should. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind opinions. I don't mind questions as long as they're respectable and they're not trying to condescend me and play in my face like I'm stupid or something.
Right.
That's it.
All right.
That's it. And that's all.
Well, ain't no issue. Ain't no issue.
Close out because this probably the only time we can probably get through today.
Okay. Okay, so what I want to say since we're closing out to the 18 and the 21s, 18 through 21, if you're watching this, that you
You
know,
said what age?
18 through 21.
Oh yeah, that do make sense. I was gonna say that makes sense.
18 to 21. Um,
He in the
it's
background
time
like
to like
one of my
spread awareness because it's not just like a social media thing. If you see somebody in real life that do stuff like this, then it's even weirder. But now that it's on social media, it's just faster to spread,
That is true.
and go through, likes and views. Anybody do things for likes and views. So um with that being said, just spread awareness to everybody who's, young and stuff and need to do.
Thank you. I appreciate you as well as your daughter coming up. What I mean, like I say, if it's anything that got to do, with this quote, dealing with children, dealing with young adults, messages, anything like that, I'm definitely gonna be looking for you and True S and Shay to come up.
Okay, no problem.
No,
No
that's fine. I could do it.
And
My daughter's not here right now, but when she comes back home, I can ask her if she wants to speak. But she, I like I said, I don't want to be talking about this forever because I don't want this in our life forever. She, like I said, she graduated high school last week. She has a full-time job, and I just wanted to spur the awareness, but
yeah,
not talk about this every day because this is
mm-mm.
very irritating for me.
That's how it is for her. She be like, "Mom, could you not even listen to that? I want to hear that. I want to hear that."
Yeah, because the first day
Nature
I
Boy
start
is
talking
so
about it,
irritating to her. Like,
right,
just his voice.
right.
And
He
it's
just,
like,
I just don't have the
she's
patience.
like,
Like
I
I'll be
come
like,
off my. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, because I feel you because I don't have the patience either. For this is not me. This is either coming out of my comfort zone because I don't even put myself out here like this. But it's just the fact that I feel like it's something that needed to be known and for me to try to save somebody else's child like mine was saved and and just to
Mm.
spread the awareness and he just been getting through getting away with too much shit and like enough is enough like if more people speak out maybe something will actually get done. I mean it's just the people
No,
that
it is
supported
gonna
him.
get done. It is gonna get done, especially when you have the youth saying they willing to make shirts saying spread awareness. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like that's I think that's dope. It's a good idea of her.
Yeah,
I think
you're
that's a
right.
good
You're right.
idea.
Because when I was trying to explain it to people, they, misconstrued the numbers, my words, and all kind of stuff. But when she got on here or got on the panel and logos and talked, and the only reason why she talked is because she seen how people was trying to spin a narrative and people was trying to, discredit me. And she's like my bodyguard. She don't let nobody play behind me, and I don't let nobody play behind her. So, when she seen I was getting a backlash, she was like, "Oh no, I'm tired of this. Let's talk. I'll talk now." You know what I'm saying? Because at first she didn't want to come out and talk about it because
I think
it's not
that we
nothing
should
that
be
she
able
would
to. I
be
think that we
happy to
should
do like
inbox world and
voluntarily.
be able to get something started as far as spreading awareness. He's very good when it comes down to logos, shirts, everything. He does it all.
Hmm.
I want to give
Okay,
a
that's
world,
great.
and we want to make sure we can be able to get these shirts out to the youth. So we can inbox world. I'm about to inbox world right now. You inbox world. He gonna make sure everything happens, and
Yeah, whatever we
we
could
try to
do,
we try to get
that's
some donations
positive
out here, and
and that's going to be
he know what to do.
effective. I'm
World
all
know what to
board
do.
for it.
Okay,
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
for it
I
too.
know.
All right,
I know world know what to
inbox
do.
world. I inbox world. I got you.
I
All right.
mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, if it's positive and
He
it's
gonna
gonna
get
be
everything
effective,
started. I ain't got to do
then
a goddamn
I'm
thing.
all for it. Right, I'm all for it. If it's positive and it's
World
effective, I'm
got
all for it.
it.
You
World
know.
got it. All right. All right.
Oh, I know World got it. Well, I
I'm
already know.
telling
I've been
you.
watching, like I told World, I've been watching him way before Nature Boy. I didn't know nothing about him. I was watching him like way before now. So I already know what World know how to
Oh,
do
so
it.
you've been around for a minute.
Yeah, I had to try
Me
to
too,
let
baby.
him know. He didn't even know. I didn't been in the comments. I didn't talk to
Girl,
him
Yeah.
me
before through the comments on
too.
YouTube and everything. But
Me
like me,
too.
I had to feel Bigo out and, see who I could, come out with this information with that, I felt that I
And
could
I
trust that was already talking
and
about
not
it.
to mention,
And
my daughter said that your logo world is dope. She said your logo is dope. Your
What?
world news logo, she said that's dope to her.
No, that's what's up.
So
I
that's real
appreciate it.
dope. And she's 18, so she said that's dope.
What's up?
Mariah,
That's dope.
Tell her to
do you
cop.
want to talk to Will?
Tell her to cop them tees. Tell her to
Yeah,
cop
she
them
want a
tees.
It's gonna
shirt.
be the
She said
last
that's
day.
dope. She said that's dope. Tell him that's
You hear
dope.
me?
I
You
didn't hear
want to
you.
talk to World, and this will be the last day.
My
So
phone
you'll
is
have.
breaking up again.
You can drop down. I'll bring you
Hold
back
on, let
up.
me go back in. I'm sorry.
This one fast
I was on the balcony.
for me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I can hear now, you guys.
Hi, World.
Peace.
Yeah, I was just letting you know my daughter is back. She just went to go get something to eat,
Oh,
and I asked her, "Did she want you?" And she said yes.
yeah, come
Okay.
on.
Okay. But if so, she there now, right?
Yeah, can we do it now because she already looking like, I don't want to talk about this again. But
Okay.
so here she go. Hold on. Hello.
Hey, peace. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on for a second. Tell your moms that her phone is echoing. If I can, I'm gonna drop her, bring her back, and clear off the apps on your phone. That way we won't have no popping and all that. And then I could be able to hear her clear because, for a reason is, for some reason it's breaking up right now. Y'all keep dropping them hearts in the building, all right? Drop them hearts just in case the haters is in the building. You know how them haters, they be in earshot. Yeah, they be ear hustling like a motherfucker. Uh-huh. Yeah, so keep dropping them. Drop number hearts in the room, y'all.
Hello.
Okay, okay, peace. This you, right? This the daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, Now before, we left, what were you saying?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I thought you were saying something before that
Oh no.
I disconnect. Okay, my question for you is like, so how did you, like even, find out anything about Nature Boy other than, what your mom said?
Well, I didn't know anything about him until my mom like told me about him when I was 14, and because she's been watching him for a long time now, and so when she first started watching him is when she first told me about him.
So was there anything about him that piqued your interest, or anything that made you engage with the videos?
Not more of like I was like interested in what he do or say. It was more of a like he's really like crazy. Like something's really wrong with him. Like he is not somebody that it's crazy to believe being young that it's really people out here that do stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
So that's what really caught my attention about everything. Just how everybody else it catch their attention because it's like wow, it's really somebody out here that's like doing stuff to women like this who don't practice what they preach, who sit here and try to make an image of themselves and just like do the opposite. And so that's what really caught my attention about him and how he like when I first heard about him is when my mom first started watching him and that's when Velvet first went over there. And her dad, it was this time where her dad was like calling them all the time and always trying to reach out to her and trying to get her back home and everything like that. And so when that first happened, my mom was like educating me like, "Oh, okay. You see this guy, this situation going on. This girl is over here with him. She's younger than him. He's doing this. He's doing this to these people. Did her dad just trying to get her back and like he like manipulated her and stuff like that." And she was telling me like, "Okay, if anything like this were to happen to you, or if anybody tried to do something like this to you, then you don't need to be with them. You don't need to be in this situation." And for me being young, I feel like that was a good, like, I feel like that was good for her to tell me because I was growing up and like I'm young. So, like, eventually when I was starting to do the whole relationship thing, I would know like right from wrong.
So how many years ago was this, if you can recall?
When she first started watching the Velvet, that's probably 3 years ago when I was 14.
So when he messaged you, at what time was that?
It was last year in April.
Okay, let me explain something to you. If you make another Instagram page today and
Mhm.
you follow trailer parks, the only thing in your algorithm that'll come up is trailer parks. But then if you look up some Nike shoes and then you look up some leggings, tell me, why do you think that Nature Boy would come up? Why do you think he would come up through the suggestions?
Um, does it suggest? I mean, I don't
Let me
understand the
explain it to you.
question.
The only way that he would come up within those suggested videos when you're on Instagram and you just scrolling and they, suggest stuff for you or whatever, it's by way of other people that's connected to him. So obviously, you either looked at somebody's page that got one of them green hearts on their name, and you probably just can't
Mhm.
remember. And that's how that got within that algorithm. If Because if your mom say she showed you through YouTube through only my videos, you see, and this is a lot of times how that they able to connect with people and say, well, oh, okay, well, here goes somebody right here, and he'll usually use like Solar or Loyal, people that are just sitting around. They got their phone. This what he use them for. Hold on one sec. Y'all put hearts in the room. I'm lagging. They mad over the live stream, so just make sure y'all drop them hearts in the room. But yeah, he usually uses them in order to scout or recruit for other younger, female participants of the code. So when you say that, he messaged you a year ago, it had to have been something, that, raised, that put you on the radar.
Mhm. Yeah, I've seen his videos before, and like
Right,
at the time, I've watched. Well, I followed Velvet first because of
right.
her first being in a situation, and so I guess that's probably how it all happened. And then like he would be in my recommended on Instagram or like for you page or something. So yeah.
Like the Explore, like when you hit the
Mhm.
Explore,
Yeah, and it's just like a bunch of pictures of random things like nails, hair, food, like yeah.
like today, do this later today. Go look up Tiny Homes. just hashtag tiny homes and follow one page for tiny home, and then watch how throughout your explore how that you have suggestions for tiny home advertisements, and then you'll understand better how somebody like him messaged you. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's called an
Yeah.
algorithm. My name is WURLD the new. So URL, which is a copy link paste, it actually has a connect, to hypertext mails. Your hypertext mails throughout the World Wide Web is everything that you say verbally that can be printed or transcribed. So that's what my name is. That's how deep that I do research. So that's the only way that he was able to connect with you. That one person with the green heart, whether it was removed or not, was Velvet. It was
Mm.
Velvet. So at the time, did you feel sad for her? Did you want to help her? Is that what made you want to watch her?
At the time, yeah, I felt sad for her because
Mm-hmm.
she was young and like young people don't really know any
Right.
better. So I
Right.
felt like she needed help in a way, but I felt like she couldn't get out of it. So I felt bad for her and I felt bad for her family and everything cuz like imagine if it was my kid and they was in that situation, I would feel exactly how her family was feeling. So I felt for her family, and then I felt for how, as we was watching how she was in that situation, stayed, wanted to get out, would like they would have those outbursts out of nowhere, and then the live it's about them arguing. Like I just felt how much she wanted to leave but couldn't in a way. And
So
I
let
just
me
felt
ask.
sorry for her.
So let me ask. Do you think that there would have been anything that she may have sent to you through a message or through a phone call? Do you think there would have been anything she would have said to you that you would not have informed your mom about?
No,
So if she
because
asked you to do
even
something,
even
even to meet her,
before this one time of my mom telling me about Nature Boy, she's told me about multiple things before. She's educated me about not just him, but other situations that involve like men and stuff like that. So regardless of her texting me or not, I already knew better.
okay, okay. Because I had another woman at a time where her daughter, was actually contacted. They were called, and they were called by way of a person who said that they had a modeling agency. This person had only seen this child, this young adult, in a store before, by way of her using the card, him getting her information. This person was easily able to find this person, not only their location, but this person was able to, secretly watch them at times as well. That's why it's this important to speak about this, because I'm pretty sure you're unbeknownst to a lot of stuff that could have taken place. Number one, with you even making connection with her or any one of them that's ever been in the code or connected to the code, your personal information could have been shared. Not
Mm-hmm.
for the purpose of being doxxed, but your personal information could have been used for an undisclosed amount of money just by them doing SBA and PPP loans. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's why I made a new Instagram account because no, I just started fresh and I just seen it, showed my mom, blocked them, and deleted my Instagram. Temporarily disabled my Instagram, and I haven't been on it ever since.
That's a good move. That's a good move. That's a good move. And like I say, I appreciate you speaking as well. Like I say, before you came, the sister at the top, Shay Keys, her daughter, had an experience with the cult leader as well. Shay, y'all still there?
Yes, we are.
Okay, I don't know whether or not if your daughter would like to, touch on what she just said or not, or you.
This is her daughter.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just listening
great.
to what she said. Yeah.
Okay, you said you wanted to add on to what she said.
Yeah, I just want to go back to where you said, how do you think his stuff pop up in the suggestions?
Hmm.
Sometimes not necessarily you don't have to really follow anybody in a, you know, in a group to for that to pop up because when sometimes when stuff is popular or known on Instagram, it's gonna spread by likes, views, hashtags, that. So or everybody that I follow is around my age group. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what he's looking for, and you, it's gonna be regardless on, you feel me? Because that's what the algorithm is. It's gonna show you people who your age and stuff, or like you said, whoever you looking for. I don't know if she was necessarily looking for people that in his age group or suggestions or stuff like that, but it's gonna pop up regardless based off what you search, through him for him. I don't know if her situation with him or her contact with him or anybody in the group, but yeah.
Okay, did you hear the part when I explained to her how her following Velvet and Velvet alone?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That's
I
how
didn't.
that happened. You see, because um, when Velvet left the second time, Nature Boy kept her phone. He had access to her phone. So,
Oh, okay.
uh-huh. That's just like if you get a brand new phone, where if you just start a totally different Instagram account, I guarantee you, if you start that Instagram account today, Nature Boy will not be within that algorithm of the explorations. But everything that they suggest for you will, like Pepsi and Boost, all type of different advertisements. But the moment you look up somebody like you know, Bankroll Eddie, something like that or whatever, all that stuff gonna come up. Little baby, the baby, all that stuff
Yeah,
gonna
that's
come up.
true.
Yeah, just like on TikTok, you can download TikTok, make your account, and you scroll. There's a whole lot of different videos. But then the moment with certain type of clothing that guys may have on that you might hit like on, all of the guys that you would think, or would say that, they handsome or I feel them or whatever, they would come up within that algorithm of the exploration of TikTok as well.
Right.
hmm And that's what's going on with the cult. And at times there are people that's unaware who people are that follow and who are connected to the cult leader. So quite ironically, then they find their way to his page without promotions, any advertisements, or any of that stuff.
Just say what you're gonna say and then that's it. Stop, why they quiet?
Y'all still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I say, tonight I'm gonna be doing a panel. If you two want to come back up, the moms as well. I don't know if y'all got additional accounts. We might have to do a call in or whatever. If y'all want to do a call in, I might do a call in on YouTube then, because I see it's.
I'll say what I have to say right now.
Point, like, how
Hold
do
on.
we?
Was somebody saying something?
Yes, I did. I want to know.
As far as like spread awareness, you said you was down to spread awareness when it comes down to your age group, right?
Great,
Okay.
great. And you know
That's
what?
what she said. She said, I'm willing to spread. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a lot.
So I'm gonna leave that up to you, world, the
Mhm.
donations, everything. And I want to like probably contact you so she can be able to talk to you and let you know basically how she's feeling about the logo. I don't know, like, cause she young, so I don't know.
That's cool. Like I say, I'm definitely gonna have a call in on it. And it's just like
Okay.
calling a normal number.
Thank you so much, girl. Thank you so much for helping spreading the world awareness when it comes down to everything that's going on. And, my 18-year-old daughter and everybody else's 18-year-old kids
Is
and
it? It's going
um
down out there.
16, 17. Fuck, I don't know. I'm
Damn.
thankful for everything that you do for me, that you have done for me and the family.
Already.
Period.
Yes, world, and I just want to say,
Thank you so much because I'll only listen to you. The way you break it down is the only way it makes sense. The way you break it down is the only way it makes sense. I'm gonna say that again. The way you break it down is the only way it makes sense.
There it
yeah,
is.
don't nobody break it down like world.
Period.
There
I
it is.
love you, brother.
Nobody breaks it down like world.
I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Like I said, I got to have both of y'all back, man. We in the building later on. I'm gonna do it tonight. I'll be on tonight.
Okay. I'll do it with you, but like I said, I don't want my daughter talking about this like
Okay.
forever, because she did. I had to ask her to talk about it right now again, because she this is like something that she don't want to have it lingering in her head like that for every day.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm willing to get on there and spread awareness if you will have me or want me to. And like I said, my whole message is teach kids young, watch out for these online predators. And Nature Boy, if you're listening, which I know you are, you tried it, but not my daughter. You got me fucked up. But yeah, your day is coming, and I can't wait till that day comes. And thank you, world. And just let me know when you want to do it, or if just hit me up in my inbox.
I definitely will. I appreciate you again.
Thank you, and I appreciate you.
Indeed.
Bye bye.
Okay, it's never, and if you still tuning in, it ain't never bye-bye. It ain't never goodbye. It ain't none of that. It's just peace, okay? That bye-bye is like we never gonna talk again. We're gonna always talk again, whether we communicate through text, video call, or whatever. Ain't never no bye-bye, okay? That's just, I just want to make sure that I, plant that seed right there. Okay, and then like I say, later on we definitely be back in the building. I'm probably more than likely gonna do this call in on YouTube, and the reason why I'm gonna do the call in on YouTube, because I see how congested that this app is. You got a lot of people on this app that they don't care as much as effectively communicating the message as much as of on what that they're doing it for the beans. So I get that right there. That's why at times the damn message be getting misconstrued, but it's all good. Okay, family. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Shout out to Shay. Shout out to Shay Keys. Shout out to True_Essence on IG. Make sure, y'all tune in later. Okay, family. All right, and I'm gonna see y'all in a second. Ty News.